Visit our website at theplaymakerpodcast.com and subscribe on Apple Podcast and Spotify.
The first project, I was really like hell bent on showing people like, yo, I can rap. I can really do this. And in the midst of me doing that, like, I kind of got so like wrapped in just trying to get something done. That's why I call it Get It Done.
Correct.
And once I actually put it out, people was like, oh, bro, you rap hard, that's cool. Bro, you're not hearing what I'm saying? Like, are you kidding me? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
I just always wanted to do this type of event for the awareness part of it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's leading me into my other calling I think that God put on my life in terms of taking my tragedy and telling my story to people.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And even my struggles with when I was self-medicating. You know what I'm saying? And letting the kids know to get help instead of doing that. So I understand that now, that like he don't put us through anything. Everything he put us through or allow us to go through, even tragedies, is always a blessing at the end. You just got to stick through it to get to that part of it.
I think that anything that people want to do as far as entrepreneurship, any new endeavors, you definitely need a team. And it's not, so I think people get it mistaken, like if you don't show up and support every single day, you're not on my team. But it's some, people have real lives, they have bigger things that they're worried about, they're trying to handle. So I think it's, if you find people that, one, believe in your vision, and then you make your vision about them too, it's not just like me. I figured out a way to incorporate all of my friends where it's like, yeah, this is my vision, this is my dream, this is my platform, but you guys are talented as well, so you just jump on and just make it, you add value to it.
But seeing like where I am now, the things that we, shout out to Renaissance Music, let's say, the label, the team, the things that we know now and we're able to do, it's been, it's like going from, from Little League to AAUs, and as your competition, right, as your competition grows and you get around more people, you get more knowledge, you know what I mean? And it's excellent, but exactly, you can't, being your authentic self, that's what's going to take you to create longevity.
It's really, that's something that you gotta have a tough skin for, honestly. Being able to act into, you got it's kind of, I think of it as like the NBA, honestly. You got so many people that want to do it, but only a select few get the role or get this or get that, and it's a lot, honestly.
But like faith, it plays a major role. Like honestly, like sometimes I ain't going front. Like sometimes I prefer get into like consult with God before I do things or whatever like that. But like as soon as it comes to my mind, I'd like go ahead and consult with him, because like it's just a greater impact, because it's out of selflessness. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like when you do things without God, like it really is a selfish thing behind it. You know what I'm saying? Like, because you're thinking of what's gonna make you look good, or like you know what I'm saying? Like how people gonna look at me if I do this, how people gonna look at me if I do that, or then like that. It's like, oh yeah, they love that picture, or you know what I'm saying? They love that podcast, so that was all me. You know what I'm saying? But like when you try to put God first and you just ask him like to go before you in everything that you do, then it's like a greater impact, because you're thinking more of others than you are yourself. And
I got a guy. It was a guy that sells CMOS as well in the town, and I seen him promoting, and I told him I wanted something. He gave me 2 jars, and the benefits from it was just like amazing. Then I realized I can buy it myself, because I really don't like people feed me. I like to feed myself, so I learned how to make it myself. I studied up on it, all the benefits and everything. I started making it myself. I thought to myself, maybe I could monetize it. And a month later, I didn't even have a job, and I was able to pay my bills. I was able to go out to eat if I wanted to, buy my son, my daughter something if I needed to, treat the wife or something. So it's really helped me out financially and also health-wise. So.
No matter what we did, whether it was like originally it was just something I only told my team about, never told anyone else about. If we talked to each other about it, that's about it. But then people would hear about it, or they'll watch us, like everything we do and so forth, and they'll just ask questions, and they'll be like, I actually love it, I actually like it. So with the work, as far as my players, like parents started coming up to them and say, you know what, you need to put that on a t-shirt. That's a great model.
And that's dope.
And everything. And that's literally how it started. It's nothing I expected. It was just our way of living and philosophy. But what work is just a positive energy that forces you to work harder and smarter in all aspects. If you're doing that, you literally can't lose. If you're outworking your opponent and outthinking them, then you can't lose in anything. And it doesn't have to be just sports. It's in the classroom, at a job, so forth.
You know, number 2 is being open. Like don't. And when I say being open, I mean like just being open to everything, being receptive to your teammates, being open to position changes, just being flexible in general, because you're going to have different forms of adversity that pop up, whether it's with a coach, with a teammate, with a parent, whether it's schedule, whatever the case may be. You're going to have different adversities. So it's not only putting yourself in a position to handle that adversity, but when it comes, not letting it be too much or overtake the moment for what it is. Because again, these are just sports, and I know like there's a lot of good things that could come out of sports, but in hindsight, eventually you're going to have to give it up, whether you get to play professionally or not. Like, it's going to come that point in time. So you want to make sure you're somebody with high character outside of sports, where you can apply these different things that you're going to learn during your time there into your everyday life. That's going to make you not only a successful person like in the business or in your job or in your career, but just a successful person in your friendships and your relationships and you know, the stuff that really matters.
Be you. Like, you have to be whatever you know as a coach, put it out there, and whatever you don't know as a coach, find somebody that knows. Like, I hate being the smartest person in the room. I tell people that all the time. Like, I always put together, like, you know, when openings come around, like, you know, the UN job that became available at one time, and I had put together a staff. Like, my youngest assistant coach was like 20 years older than me. Like, and it was like, people, like, I'm talking to people about, like, they're like, why him? Why? I mean, he's been there 20 years. Like, I don't really, I want somebody who's like going to, like, if I don't have the answers, somebody has to have the answers. And like, my right-hand man is Dave Broach when it comes to coaching. I think Dave 10 years older than me, 11 years older than me. And
old
like,
head.
we literally will talk basketball for 2.5 hours and don't even know we're talking about. Like, don't even know it's been 2.5 hours. And he's been coaching longer than I've been coaching. And it ain't by many years, but it's like, we know, like, how, I don't know this answer, but I know Dave got to know. Like, you've been there too long not to know. So, you know, and a lot of my coaching mentors are very 20, 30, 40 years older than me. So when I have these conversations with them, I'm not scared to say I don't know.
Like, it's on you on how far you go at this point. You ain't got nobody, it's no group no more. Whatever you want, you got to get it done yourself, you know? So just taking that initiative was probably the biggest transition. But once I grasped that, it was like clockwork. And not only that, when you gravitate to being a solo artist, you also have to hone in on your own sound. I didn't know who I was as an artist. You know, like, I was just winging it, basically. Like, let me try all of these different sounds. Let me see what really works for me. But that's a big part of why, even to this day, I always try to be a chameleon, man. I don't want to be put in a box. I don't want to be one-dimensional. Like, you know, it's a lane for everybody. It's a lane for everybody. Dave E sell out shows the same way Drake sell out shows. It's just about the lane you win. I want the Drake bag, though. So, you know, I'm going to give you a little bit of everything. I might sing to you. I might hit you with a little reggae. I'm going to do everything.
You sing?
Oh, yeah. You ain't here, do you? I was in my bag.
I mean, at first, I ain't gonna lie, it was like, damn, like, I keep showing you love and you ain't, you feel me? I'm not doing it for you to show it back, but it's just like, come on, you feel me? Like, real nigga to real nigga, like, you gotta show me some love back, you feel me? At first, it was getting to me, but you know what? I was just like, I'm grown, you feel me? Like, this is my God's gift, you feel me? To show people love and be able to share my platform, so I'm never gonna ever stoop down to nobody else's level, you feel me? And, you know, like, that's just how I am, man. That's just how I was raised. So I'm gonna keep showing love to niggas, man. But y'all know who y'all are, man. I've been showing niggas love for a while now. Y'all niggas, you feel me? Some of y'all niggas don't even follow a nigga page, you feel me? I mean, but as soon as I go up, y'all gonna follow a nigga, be like, yo, I knew Rich my whole life. I mean, y'all might as well feel me what Diddy and Meek said. Fuck that. Show me love while I'm here.
Being too friendly.
In your opinion,
being too friendly. Don't click up with everybody. Don't just like be grateful. Be understanding that you're blessed. Be understanding and be well aware of the opportunities that you're in and the situations that you're in. But don't dick ride. Like, You know what I'm saying? Don't like if you just, I don't know, just case in point, just say if you get to open up for somebody, right? And say like Meek Mill, you get to open up for him in Philly or some shit, right? And he like, oh, I was fucking with your performance, you feel me? All right, appreciate that, boom. All right, what you doing at the show? Nothing, shit, all right, shit. I can ride with y'all, all right, cool. He's showing you love all throughout the night. You should be a fly on the wall. You shouldn't be the first person he see every time he turn his head.
Yeah.
You feel me? Don't be in VIP like act like you been there. Act like you been there. It should be to the point that you go back home and you tell all your niggas what happened and they don't believe you because you ain't got footage.
Used to kick doors down and take a risk for it. We wasn't piss poor, just wanted every single Jordan. In the store, unemployed, so I'm taking yours. Call me catching up quick, trying to fill a void. Damn, pick your poison, sipping liquor, blocking out the noise. But the truth still null and void. Oh boy, got ambition and a million needs. Nigga, please don't bother me. Just leave a message at the beep, I gotta eat. So I grind 8 days a week until they bury me. A living legend in the flesh, but I'm still stressed. I know life is a test, they go right, you go left. Don't worry about death, keep sight I on was on what's my left. hustle, I was grinding every day.